Hello students, welcome to the online session for the subject of industrial safety. This subject of industrial safety is mainly for the students of civil engineering, particularly structural engineering, and for the student of mechanical engineering. Here we are going to discuss each and every topic regarding the industrial safety. Whatever the topics that are given in the G2 syllabus of the subject of industrial safety will be discussed in this virtual session. We will be having a brief discussion on each and every topic. We will be discussing the practical application of this subject of industrial safety in our session also. So let's start with our session. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hello students, welcome to the online session for the subject of industrial safety. We are now in the last chapter. The name is periodic and preventive maintenance. We have already started this session. We have discussed the step for the preventive maintenance for the machine tool. Now we are proceeding towards the preventive maintenance of different machines. So let's start with the outline. So basically we are going to discuss the steps and the procedure for the periodic and preventive maintenance of the pumps. We are also going to discuss the periodic and preventive maintenance of the compressor. We are also going to discuss the steps or the procedure for the periodic and preventive maintenance of the generator set. So let's start with the first, that is the procedure for the periodic and preventive maintenance of the pumps. So basically, first of all, we need to check whether the pump is working or not. First of all, the checking is required to be done. Then we need to stop the leakage of the oil. So if some leakage of the oil is being found and is required to be stopped, we need to clean the filters, because we can say that some dust particles should never be found in the oil, and the oil should be free from the dust particles. For that purpose, we need to check the filter regularly, and we need to clean the filter. If the filter is being found with some dust particles clogged in the filter, then it is required to be replaced. And we can also clean the filter, so that the obstruction of the flow of the lubrication oil will also not take place, and the dust particle will also not enter into the lubrication oil. So this thing is required to be taken. Next is, we need to regulate the discharge meter using the manometer. Discharge meter should be regulated using the manometer. We need to also observe the bolts in the pump. The bolts should be properly observed. If they are found loosed, then it is necessary to tighten these bolts. This is helpful for the pump. Further discussing, we need to provide packing. Wherever the vibration is more than what it is being designed, or when the vibration is being more occurring, then at that time the packing is required to be provided, and by doing so the vibration will be reduced and it will be in a proper condition. Now moving towards the next, that is the repairing. So first of all, the worn out teeth of the gear is required to be replaced. If the bearing in the machine, particularly in the pumps, if they are also being found worn out, then it is necessary to replace such kind of bearing. Next thing that is required to be done in the repairing is the damaged seal should be replaced. If the seals are found to be damaged, then it is necessary to replace such kind of damaged seals. Finishing work of the gear is required to be done, because they are coming in contact with each other daily. So chances of the occurrence of the worn out of the gear will be very much high. So it is necessary to have a finishing work on the gears. We also need to observe the scratches on the inner side of the pump. If the scratches are found on the inner side, then it is necessary to rectify such scratches, and the repairing work is required to be done. The inner surface of the pump should be very much smoother. It is very much helpful. So this thing is required to be done. Further, the piston that is found in the pump, if it is being used since longer time, definitely the worning out of this piston has taken place. So it is necessary to replace such kind of worn out piston with the new one. That is beneficial to the pump. It will be increasing its efficiency, and its working capacity will also be increased. It will carry a larger amount of the water, or its load taking capacity will be increased. Further discussing the repairs, we need to replace the worn out pipe. Whatever the pipes which are found worn out, or we can say that if the damaged pipes are being found, then it is dangerous to the industry. And for that purpose, we need to replace it. Now, the pump that is being repaired should be tested, and we should know the pressure at which it is being properly working, because the pressure in actual should never be exceed about that. For that purpose, we need to check the maximum pressure that can be taken by the pump. So these are all the repairings that is related to the pump. Further discussing the steps or the procedures for the repairing, or we can say that the periodic and preventive maintenance of the compressor. So there, first thing that is required to be taken into consideration is the air. The air in the compressor should be cool. Cool air should be there in the compressor, and this air should be free from the dust particles. The dust particles should never be entered into the air of the compressor. For that purpose, we need to provide filter. If the filter that is being provided earlier, if it has got clogged by the dust particles, then such kind of filter is required to be replaced by the new one. And by doing so, the new filter will have a proper flow of the air, and it will clog the air, and ultimately the compressor will be getting a clean air, which is beneficial to the compressor only. Next that is required to be taken is to lubricate the compressor. The compressor should be lubricated by the prescribed lubrication oil from the manufacturer, and it should be lubricated at a regular time that is being guided by the manufacturer. Checking out of the nuts and the bolts should also be done. If they are found loosened, then it is required to be tightened, and it is beneficial to compressor only. The clearance should be observed. The clearance should be properly observed, and the distance of the clearance should be varied. A proper clearance distance should be found, and by this the efficiency of the compressor will be raised, the productivity of the compressor will also be raised. Further discussing, we need to check the defective switches. Defective switches is required to be checked, and if necessary, it is required to be replaced if it is being found damaged, which normally used to occur, but it is beneficial to the compressor only. We need to check the solenoid, and if the solenoid is being found damaged or defective, then it is required to be replaced. We need to check the cooling system. The cooling system is required to be checked regularly. The water in the cooling system is required to be checked. If it is being below the required level, then the additional water is required to be poured into this cooling system. The coolant in the cooling system should also be checked. If it is being used for a longer time, then it is required to be replaced by the new one, and ultimately the temperature in the compressor will be maintained, and the efficiency of the compressor will be also maintained. So these things are required to be taken care. Now moving towards the next, that is the steps for or the procedures for the periodic and preventive maintenance of the generator set. There, first of all, we need to check the lubrication level. The lubrication level is required to be checked. If it is found below the required level, then additional lubrication is required to be poured, and the desired level should be maintained. Next thing that is required to be taken care is the fuel level. The fuel level should be sufficient. Insufficient fuel is not done. So first of all, we need to observe the fuel level. If it is found low or if it is found empty, then urgently the fuel should be added and the desired fuel should be maintained. Further, the leakage should be checked. From the fuel tank, the leakage can take place. So it is necessary to check the leakage from the fuel tank because it can reduce the quantity of the fuel, and by doing so, the damage to the compressor, damage to the generator set can also take place. So yes, the checking is very much important of the fuel tank. You also need to clean the engine. The engine is required to be cleaned regularly because there should not be any kind of a dust particles in the engine. If it is being found, then the abrasion and the wear can take place, and we don't require any kind of an wear or abrasion in the engine. So it is necessary to clean the engine, and we should also observe the nut bolts. If the nut bolts are found loosened, then it is necessary to tighten them. The nut and bolt should be tightened, and by doing so, the generator set will perform well. The efficiency of the generator set will be high. Further, the electric connection should be clean. All the electric connections should be properly cleaned because if some impurities are being found, and it will act as an insulator. So the electric connection is required to be checked and it is required to be cleaned. The fuel pump should be lubricated regularly. The lubrication should be provided in the fuel pump regularly so that the smooth process of the generator will take place and desired output will be obtained. So these are all the steps that is required to be taken into consideration for the maintenance of the generator set. Here we are ending the session. Thank you. So here we are ending our session. Hope you have liked the session. We have discussed each and every topic in brief and also in detail. We have discussed each and every topic's practical application also. So thank you for attending the session. And if you have any kind of a doubt, if you have any kind of a query, then you can send me your doubts and queries in mail. My mail is in my YouTube channel. Do check into my YouTube channel, like it, share it, and again thank you for attending this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.